Good morning, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. On this my video, I'm going to be talking about how you could start an online business with zero capital or just little capital, like something anybody could do, because that is what I did for myself. I'm going to show you some of the proof, like what I'm even still doing it up till today. So guys, please listen if you can and try to watch till the end. You know, apart from being a cleaner in Canada, I'm a businesswoman. I sell bags, I sell sunglasses, I sell a lot of things online. I have a very big online page on Instagram, vida_shop_ng, with over 22,000 followers. And despite the fact that I'm in Canada here, I still manage my business. I have 1 or 2 staffs in Nigeria working for me. So I still manage my business remotely from here. And on a daily basis, I make 1 or 2 things for myself. I think that has been helpful. Before I started Vida Shop, I've done a lot of successful business. I've done plantain chips, which are fried chips. I've supplied those boys that sell on the road in the street of Nigeria. I've done, what have I not done? I've baked, I've done chin-chin, I've done meat pie, you know. I do all kinds of things. I'm very lucrative with my hands. What made me open Vida Shop was few years ago, when my daughter was between the age of 5 to 7, went to visit one of our family friend, and I met a lady named Chidima. That lady would always be part of my success story, because I met her in her father's house and I saw a lot of bags in her room, and I asked her, I said, Chidima, what are you doing with these bags? And she told me she sells bags on Instagram. I said, what? You mean you sell bags? She said, yes. And from the discussion, I discovered that the people she's even selling the bags, they've not even met her before. I was like, what? So I told Chidima, please, because then I had a shop and I was selling building materials, you know, baby things. I do things, guys. I hustle. I'm a hustler. So I told her, do you mean you just buy these bags and you post people just pay you money like this? And she said, yes. I said, okay. I didn't even have an Android phone then. I just told her, I said, Chidima, I'm going to, she showed me the location. That was Badagry Market, where they sell thrifted items. She said, I should go there. I'm going to get bags, guys. In fact, that then, I think I started my business online 2017. I think 2017, then I didn't have a phone. I didn't have money. So I was asking, how much do I? Then I think I don't even know how I got the money, but I just held 10,000 in my, either 10 or 5,000 naira then, and I went to Badagry and I bought some few bags. But because I didn't have confidence in myself and I thought I would not be able to run the business, I ended up carrying those bags and I gave Chidima to help me to sell them. And before you know, it didn't take, I don't think it took up to a month. But the bags I bought with that 10,000 was not much. And she just told me she have sold the bags. I was like, what? I asked myself, what does Chidima have that I don't have, that I have to be stressing myself? I'll buy, but I'll take to her. So, and fast forward, I had to save money. The first thing you need to start your online business is to get a phone. I went to Alaba Market in Lagos and I bought a phone. I think the price I bought that phone was 13 or 18,000 naira then. And I bought it. I will put my baby to sleep every night. I will hold my phone like this, and that is how I'll be learning how to snap, because I was not good in snapping. Even up to today, I'm not really good in snapping. When I snap, sometimes, guys, if you see my early pictures I snap, you're going to laugh. Sometimes in the picture, half of the bags will show, the remaining half will not show. But I keep trying, I keep snapping to improve myself. And when I could get, sometimes I will buy this white cardboard paper, put the items on it. When I could snap to like 30 to 40%, I said, I'm not patient, I'm not going to wait. I have to go straight to the market. I opened my Instagram account. When I opened my Instagram account, the first thing I did was to give my business a name. I gave my business Sloppy Bags. So the name was not sellable, guys. Sloppy, what kind of name is that? But that was my first name. Yeah, nobody was even liking, nobody was doing anything. So I asked myself, what was the problem? So number one, if you want to start an online business, even if you don't have much money, you need your phone, you need at least a little capital. But nowadays, you could even start without that capital. I will tell you later in the video what you could do in case you don't have that capital to start. Yeah, people are doing it. So what I did, when I know, after opening the Insta, you could open your Facebook page, you could open, guys, I always advise people, I'm not saying you should not rent a shop, but with the way the world is going, I don't think you need a shop or a website to start a business in the beginning, guys. I don't think so. I think with just your phone and your Facebook page or your Instagram page or your TikTok page, I think that is okay to market yourself. Yeah, but there's something I want to say. I don't want this video to be long. How am I going to do it? I don't want this video to be long. So I had to change my business name to Vida Shops when I knew that name was not selling. You know, I stayed in a Spanish country. That's the reason why almost all my business I went to Vida, because that is where the name comes from. That's why most times I always like to give my business Spanish names. Yeah, so when I changed it to Vida Shops, there's something I did. When you are doing business, you have to watch your competitors. You don't just do business and close your eye. No. You have to watch people that are doing similar things to you. So I watched them and I studied their business. I studied their pattern. And I asked myself, Tega, what can you do to step up your game? What can you... I don't want to be like them. I don't watch people to be like them. You are going to fail. Because what if they fail? I watch things to learn and not to improve on what they are already doing. So I discovered that there was something I noticed most of them do. Like, they were selling their bags, they were selling their product, but they were not putting themselves out there. You know, when you're hungry, is the only way you can succeed in life when you're doing business. You have to be very hungry for success. If you're not hungry for success, guys, you are going to fail from the beginning. So I told myself, anything I'm doing, I always put on my full heart to it, because I always tell myself, if I fall, there's nobody to pick me. So immediately I started marketing these items, these bags myself. Even when I came to Canada, when I talked about my cleaning, you saw what I did. I videoed myself doing the thing, selling my skills myself. I showed in the video, guys. So I carried my bags. Let me say, for example, this is what I'm selling. I will tell people, please buy this bag. This bag is beautiful. Please shop this bag. It's also amount is cute. I do my marketing myself. It's so affordable. You know, you put yourself there. That was the beginning of my success. And sometimes my daughter was small. I'd also give my daughter the bag. My daughter can sell like me. Yeah, when she was younger, sometimes she always carry my bags and tell her, come and shop my mommy's bag. My mommy's bag is lovely. My mommy's bag is beautiful. She did it too, guys. So that was what helped us. Immediately we started doing that. We got our first customer from Beggar in Lagos. The woman liked that. The woman said, I'm going for a wedding. Can you do this? I need your clutch, blah, blah, blah. I delivered that bag myself. I held, because I was so happy that she was my first client. I did not even give it to a dispatch, to a delivery guy. I held my daughter. I moved for like 2 to 3 hours journey to get to her location from Badagry. And because I was happy, I was sweating. If you meet to see me and my child that day in Lagos, you would feel for us. But that was the beginning of our success story, guys. You see, and we're here today as a result of my struggle, as a result of my business. You get, guys? So that is how it is. There's nothing you do in life that is easy, you know, one. Then another thing I would always advise people, when you start online business, whether it is moving, whether it's not moving, guys, you have to be consistent. You don't post today, tomorrow you maybe from weeks, because people you have to build your trust. If people could trust you, guys, they would always want to shop from you. Like, see, back forward to the years, I don't even post on Instagram. I hardly post on my page on Instagram. My business is more on my WhatsApp status, because I was able to divert my major, because you could open a page, you could get 100 millions of followers, but it's only few people that could be interested in what you are selling. So I was able to get those few customers to my WhatsApp status. To my WhatsApp. So that is where I relate. Whether you're in America, you're in London, you're anywhere in the world, you still can shop from Vida Shop and you will get your item delivered in your home. So that's what I was able to do. So I don't really need to stress myself like before. My business is more than 8 to 9 years. Is it 8? I don't know, 8 to 9, 2017, you could count. And then there was something I was saying, I said I'm going to tell you guys on this video. You don't need much capital. Like now, I'm here. I don't buy goods like before. I don't go to market to store because the economy is really bad. I do more of the shipping. My customers know me. People I get my bags from, my outlets, they know me. So what I just do nowadays is to take my phone, go there and snap and post. When people pay me cash, I go there and collect and deliver. That is what I've been doing. Like they call it drop shipping. So with that method, you don't need to give yourself high blood pressure. You buy the goods. What if what you are buying, they don't like it? Maybe for example, you are buying slippers, you don't buy their sizes. How do you do? How do you not sell the things you have already tied, but use the money for? You know? So that drop shipping is something you could do. You could do drop shipping for anything. Okay, fast forward, I'm here in Canada now. Do you know I'm also doing the same method? I also sell things on Facebook Marketplace. The same thing that worked for me, I'm also doing it here and it's working for me. I sell things on, I can't guess the number of things I've helped people to sell their bed, their furnitures. I do a lot of market. When you see me carry my phone and video, I describe the same method I did in my country. That's what I'm still doing here. So when you just learn the basics, I think from there you build on it. You must always make your customer build your trust factor. Let them be able to trust you. You must be consistent, you must be reliable, and you must be marketable. And another thing, when you make mistakes, maybe anything you do, you speak wrongly to a customer, or maybe you are doing a servicing business like cleaning, you spoil anything because of you, learn to say you are sorry. Don't put blames on people. Just be nice. Have a good customer. Like my customers, I treat them like families. Like when they do business with me, I make sure my best to on WhatsApp. If you see me talking to some of my customers, you would think we're born by the same mother. That is how close I am to my customers. Me being in Canada was as a result of some of the help I got from my customers. You understand? Guys, this is my online page, Vida_shops. Yeah. Pre-owned, yeah. This is my WhatsApp number on my bio. You could see me in my videos. These are some of the stuff I sell. Yeah. I love you guys. Please try to watch my videos, like, comment. God bless you. I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.